Alright, it begins, my friends, the invasion of France by the Germans. What caused the loss of the French? Was it lack of preparation? Was it French poor command, poor leadership? You guys can let me know in the comments down below what you think caused the fall of France when the Germans attacked. Such a quick fall, too. When it could easily be said that the French, at the time, did have a formidable military, but they were certainly overrun quite quickly by the Germans. Do you guys have any answers as to why? Here we go, the glorious French trying to defend from the enemy. I don't know how well it's going to go, but we have to, of course, defend against the enemy. At least we have some tank traps here. That's got to help us at least a little bit, and I'm hoping that we have more defenses than we did when we were playing as the Polish. I really, really hope so. So here we go. Looks like these are our reinforcements, and we are going to be controlling them. Vive la France! Very cool. Alright. So it looks like we have a few tanks up front. A lot of infantry surrounding the tanks, obviously. And possibly some enemies over here to the right side. But we also have to get to the trench line over here. That's obviously reestablish the defensive line. That's the main aspect of it. So we're going to go ahead and start the battle and start heading towards that defensive line. I think I want to move through the forest here. And let's just hope that the Germans have not already taken control of this area. I actually like that our men are going to be moving first. And I'm going to take a detachment of our men and move them this way. I see something down here, a pillbox. And I'm hoping that this is our pillbox, not an enemy one, and that it can help us in our conquest here. À l'attaque! I want to keep everybody in mind that this is my second theater of war game, so any and all strategic suggestions should be placed down below. They will help me big time in future games, so make sure to do that. But this time we are playing as France, and I like to think that we have a somewhat better chance of victory here. Looks like the tanks we are using actually do have a main gun, and a coaxial gun as well. And might be able to put up a decent little fight here for sure. The H-35. Alright, our tanks are moving. I like this. So far, I don't see any German contacts whatsoever. They are lying low. They do not want to face the French. That's definitely a French uniform. I like the black helmet there. Very cool. But I've always thought the French uniform kind of looks like a firefighter's uniform, to be quite honest with you. Nonetheless, it is what it is, right, guys? Alright, it does look like we have some contacts down here, and for sure, the enemy has just taken over that pillbox. So I'm actually going to bring not just my men over, I'm going to bring one of these Panhard AMCs over here. This looks like one main specifically for infantry troops, so I'm going to bring them in to support, and hopefully the rest of our men can still take that position. It looks like the enemy is already set up. I don't like that one bit. Alright, there we go, enemy tank. Fire on the tank! Everybody! Wait, Panhard, you don't have to fire at this tank. Unfortunately, it looks like one of our tanks has bit the dust already. That early? Yes, that early, apparently. Alright, we've got some gunfire going on here. I want to see if our boys are getting some good shots off, and they definitely are. This uphill advantage is actually not bad, so I'm going to keep these guys here. I'm not moving them. And hopefully we could take out the Germans down here. Do they have a pillbox? Do they have trenches? Yes, they do. They've also got a nasty little AT gun here that I'd like to remove permanently, as well as the crew. These guys can get over here on this side and start firing from this location. Attention, come on! Allez, allez! Go forward, don't you crazy? Alright, let's see how the situation is going with the enemy tank. Is he pulling back? Or is he just... No, it doesn't look like he's pulling back. It looks like he's just kind of patrolling the area. So hopefully our AMR can put a round right through this guy. It's got one main gun, but it's a Hotchkiss. I do believe that's a machine gun. Not going to be very helpful against this guy. But we must persevere, of course. I think I'll send my guys this way. And let's continue to look at our fight over here on this side of the battle, the east. See how we're doing. Come on. This damn thing always has trouble going downhill. This is where I want you to go. Go, go, go. Look how long it takes to move this piece of crap. We're running at 30 frames, and this is what we get with this piece of crap. It's just too slow. I'm not sure what that thing is at the front either, unless it's maybe something to get rid of mines. It looks like kind of that's what it might be. All right, we just had somebody killed in action. Cher ami fromage. Not cher mi fromage. He was not a very well-smelling gentleman. And there we go. We are getting very close here. Our tanks are getting closer too. And I definitely want to keep hitting this tank. I want to kill the thing. I just don't think we have anything that can. For the infantry, I like good cover. Let's put them here. Some of these guys we can put a little closer. We got an AT gun firing at us too. Come on, fire. There we go. At least we're shooting our machine gun. I'm not sure if it's actually doing any damage to this tank. Probably not. We need something that actually has a gun capable of piercing the thing. So let's actually turn our attention over to the AT gun, and maybe we can take it out before it destroys one of our more useful tanks. Okay, this looks like it's really an infantry situation right now. Whoa! Whoa! Okay, the enemy just sent in some nasty little bombers. And as far as I can see, there is no support we can get. I'd love to call in some support on those tanks, but it just doesn't look like we can. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Germans, see if they've taken any losses, at least over here on the east side. Especially with that damn AT gun. That thing's going to be a pain. There we go. We're firing close to it. Beautiful. And that was actually a nice little round, that shot. I wonder if our tank is focusing on this area when it should be focusing on the other area. I didn't think this thing had high explosive rounds, but apparently it does. So I feel like a bit of a fool, the Panhard. I'm going to move him forward, and maybe, just maybe, he can take out that tank over there. We could definitely take out that SDKVZ. You know, these guys, you got to stay put. Damn! Wow! The Germans are really coming up with constant attacks. I hate it, but not much I can do about it right now. And at this point, I think it's time to go ahead and assault this position. À l'attaque! Vive la France! Kill les fascistes! Alright, I've actually got a machine gunner right here, and I'm much more worried about him than I am about the enemy AT gun. So I'm going to open up on the machine gunner, and hopefully we can take him out. Our boys are definitely going to be aiming at him. And look at that. That thing is a killer. Got to get rid of that. Still taking a lot of hits from all sides. And it looks like... Do we have more infantry back here? We do. Let's move them up. Okay, everybody's up over here. I want to make sure our men are at least firing at targets, or at least taking cover. And so far, I'm amazed that this thing has still not lost the gunner. So we can still open fire on the enemy. It's not going to be very effective. Fire! Fire! Shoot it! Let's take a look at how that AT gun is looking. Looking alright. They have lost one guy, so at least our fire has been somewhat effective, but not nearly effective enough to take out that tank. That's what we really need to do. Feel a lot more secure when it's gone, and I'm hoping that this beautiful little baby right here, the Panhard AMC, I don't know why they would put a main gun on this and not a main gun on the more fortified tank, but we're hoping that this guy can take out that enemy tank. Come on, Panhard. Well, you have not arrivé quickly enough. And we just got some reinforcements. Nice, guys. This is very cool. I'm going to go ahead and aim at this tank. He'll know what to do. Vive le Paris! I think that's what he said. Come on, man. Maybe we need you to come up a little farther. This is just going to give the enemy too close of a shot. Root out the advancing enemy. Easier said than done. Alright, well, we did just get reinforcements. Let's take a look at what they are. Hey, I like that. More tanks, more R35s, etc. And the enemy over here is still putting up a fight, but it does look like we're advancing on them. I'm going to continue to go towards the main front, of course. But of course, the Panhard is still going to fire at the enemy. Come on, Panhard. You have to be our hero here. I know canard in French means something bad, so panade doesn't sound much better. Alright, we're taking major machine gun fire right now. I'm actually going to order our men to open fire on the AT gun. Same with this guy. There's no point in wasting rounds on the other tank, because we're not going to hit it. 35 AP rounds. And it does look like we fired maybe one shot, but I don't like how long it's taken us to shoot. So if we need to get a little closer. And let's take a look at the situation on the right side. Alright, we're advancing. À l'avance! Some of our men have obviously been a little frightened by this experience, but we're actually going to open fire now on the pack, because it does look like we killed that nasty machine gunner, and indeed we did. Look at that body on the ground. He shall not trouble us anymore. So now we're going to focus fire here. And already 2 of the gunners are down. These guys are not in the greatest situation, and I'm sure we'll see a bullet or 2 pop up near this guy, if not directly into him, which is the goal. There we go, 1 hit on the front of that turret, but that steel protects him, believe it or not, as you can see. We'll get there soon enough. How is the Panhard doing? Still haven't gotten him, have you, you little bastard? Move forward. In fact, we're the only ones that seem to be taking hits right now, so we need to get closer to the enemy. There's also an STKV FZ there, but I'd rather kill the Ausef. So we'll see if this works. There we go. He's starting to shoot. I like that. That's the kind of spirit I'm looking for here. And as for the rest of these guys, we can actually move them up into this wooded area. This seems to be a decent spot for cover. Come on, Panhard. Oh, man, don't let him hit you. We've already got nasty fire coming in. That might actually be AT fire. Or just machine gun fire. There we go. Another shot. You can do this, man. You can do this. There we go. 1 hit scored, perhaps. We're still taking major fire, but I don't think that their tank actually has enough penetration to take us out, believe it or not. So maybe we have the upper hand here. We're still shooting at this guy, but we're taking some heavy machine gun fire from up there. And where are our reinforcements? And you guys are taking too long to show up. Come on the quick step. Let's see how we're doing over here. Alright, we're assaulting. We are assaulting. Vive la France. And there we go, a nasty hit. Someone just threw a grenade at the AT gun. He's still not dead. This guy is just Rambo. He doesn't want to die. Let's see if the officer can take him out with a pistol. Execute the enemy. There we go, he's off the gun. And we could actually take this gun back, but I want to make sure the enemy's dead before we do. Shoot him! Are you crazy? He's right there. There we go. Officer, shoot him. Nice! Officer just executed him. That was great. And there we go. We got to get 1 more of these Germans. I don't want them to hurt any more of our boys. À l'attaque! Do not let him escape! Oberschütze, that's an officer right there. Alright, this guy behind him can probably eliminate him. It's a rough word to use, but that's what we need to do. There we go. A few gunshots already bursting, and there we go. That officer's not going to be bothering anybody anymore. I'm going to go ahead and take this gun. And there we go. Root out to defeat the enemy assault. It's easier said than done, obviously. And there we go. We're going to have to move up even more, man. We can't hit this damn thing. Or did we? Did we hit it? We hit it! Guys, we finally hit it. Look at that. A burning enemy tank. Hey, that's a decent start to what we thought was going to not work out whatsoever, right? So there we go, guys. Also, unfortunately, this guy's damaged, but too bad we can't have a tank here. We also have a few more infantry back here. And, of course, I'll send them to the front. Everybody to the front. At this point, we're going to have to deal with enemy infantry. And as you can see, they're actually already getting out of their foxholes and charging us like madmen. I don't know what they're thinking, but the French are more than capable of shooting these guys down. Fire on him. Are you waiting? Are you crazy? Also make sure that our new little vehicle can do some damage to the enemy troops. So I'm going to hit this enemy infantry right here with some nasty fire. Don't forget, we've also got a machine gun, the coaxial machine gun, which means, you know, right under our main gun. I'm not sure what kind it is. Shell MLE, no, that's the Shell. 37mm SA-18, I believe is the name of the gun. I might be wrong on that, you can correct me. But that's the machine gun that we're using right now to try to take out this advancing enemy infantry. Got to stop this attack and show them that it's not going to be easy for them to enter France. And it looks like we also have some heat on our guys over here, believe it or not. There are German tanks advancing. Now, we've got this AT gun. Probably time that we put it to good use and take out this German. In the meantime, I'll try to send our gunner out as a sort of distraction. See if the tank will focus on him instead. And this guy's critically wounded. Sorry, you might have to be a sacrifice for France. Come on, shoot him! What are you, crazy? These guys just aren't placed right. Come on, guys. Make sure he gets here too, just in case we need someone else. Come on, guys. Fire. Fire the damn gun. It's a pack, and they're taking forever to shoot. Very disappointing. Get him in the back. Get him in the back. Go ahead. Go ahead. Shoot. Now, these guys are not trained to fire a pack, but they should know the basics. Oh, what a waste. There we go, guys. We're going to have to now send more competent men to staff the pack. It probably won't survive, but we can at least send some of our armor over here to stop that little bastard. And I think that's what we're going to do. Send this guy. Most of our infantry is advancing already, and I'm actually going to try to hit this left side, because it looks like there's a lot of enemy German infantry over there. And look at that. Our guy is still alive. Unbelievable. But he is running out of, I think, a little bit of morale at least. One of our tanks got stopped here. Couldn't advance any farther. The AMR. And let's see if we could actually take out the SDKFZ, or actually, I'd rather take out the Aus FC, the Panzer II. Because these guys have guns which can actually do a lot of damage to us. And this guy can focus on the Panzer, or the, excuse me, the SDKFZ. Alright. Anyway, guys, I hope you are enjoying this Battle of France. I will continue to see how we do. Of course, as you guys could probably imagine, the odds are not in our favor. Not even a little bit. But we can try our best to get an awesome little kill here, an awesome little campaign, and hold back the Germans. Let me actually take a quick look at our situation back here. That's what worries me the most. And the tank that it's advancing over here is not making me happy at all. Alright, I'm still going to try to take that AT gun. You better believe it. 2 tanks advancing? I have no choice. Armor-piercing rounds. I mean, we could get this guy. So I'm actually going to target him directly. Come on, men! Fire on the AT gun! The pack! If only the enemy gunners were as terrible as I was. Another hit. There we go, we took it out. We did take out the AT gun. Hey, it's not the end of the world, is it? I don't think so. But I am going to aim at this tank, because that's probably a bigger threat than anything ahead of us right now. Boom! If you want to fight tank battles, we'll fight tank battles with you all day, Nazi Germany. Boom! Alright, that was a hit. A sort of glancing blow, though. I don't know if it did any damage. But I must end the video now, guys, or I'll never stop. So, if you want to see part 2 of this video, make sure to always, like, rate, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. It really lets me know that you guys are enjoying watching, you're enjoying the series, and that's why I continue doing it. So here we go. This guy's seriously injured. He's bold, but it doesn't really count for much out here. And he's got a gun, Mac 1924, which is capable of actually doing a lot of damage to the enemy here. So that's why I want him to get up forward and a little bit closer. Sort of a machine gun that can keep the enemy infantry back. Alright, guys, take care. Thank you for watching, and vive la France!